everybody, it's Lo from Custom Creations by Lo. I hope everybody is doing super well today and that you have had a pleasant week thus far. So today we are going to be pouring a mold that I've made, and it'll be poured for the first time. Now the item that I used was this little Ghosty. It's styrofoam. I got this from Michael's. It's just a little ghost. I thought it was cute. I thought I would try to make a mold out of him, which I have the mold here. We'll see how it goes. For the mold, I used the Lich Resin mold kit. So we had a part, oops, let me get this out of the way. Part A and Part B, 1-to-1, well, you know, equal matching weights by volume. So I used that to make the mold. So today we're going to be using the Bond Crafter 1-to-1, one part A and one part B to cast this. We're going to be using some Lich Resin, glow in the dark pigment. I'm not quite sure what I want to use, but in this box you get 3, 6, 9, 12 colors, and I'll set those here. So you get this one that is called salmon, yellow green, magenta, blue, purple, gold, coral, sky blue, fuchsia, blue green, green, and yellow. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to use I'm kind of torn, stuck between two. I'm torn between the salmon or just using the sky blue. Or even, I don't know, yellow green. You know what, let's do yellow green, because, you know, why not? So we'll put these out of our way. Set those over here. Move this over here so y'all can see me. And I'm going to mix up 6 ounces of resin. I don't think it's going to use all that, but since this is the first time I'm pouring it, I don't know. All I have it sitting on is the lid of the container that I use for my housing, which was just a little container from Dollar General. It came with the lid, and I needed something that was deep for this. And this is the 0A rubber silicone or silicone rubber. So let me grab a pair of gloves and a couple paper towels. All right. Our paper towels there. Get our gloves on. Move that back out of the way until I get this mixed. So I'm going to do 3 ounces of A, 3 ounces of B. Like I said, make a total of 6 ounces. Once we get it pretty much mixed up, we'll go ahead and tap that down and add our glow-in-the-dark powder. All right, so let's see here, make sure there's nothing in my cup. Okay, and see, start with part B first. touch more. That should be just about right. Okay. Put that over there. Okie dokie. Just a little bit. Okay, that should get us. All right. So I'm going to mix this about 3.5 minutes, and I will pause you, bring you right back, because I doubt if you want to see me sitting here stirring this. So I will do a fast forward for you. So hang on just a sec. Okay, so we have that all mixed up, and I am now going to add my Blitz Resin Yellow-Green glow-in-the-dark pigment. And it appears I have not used this one. It's interesting. It's got a little hard lumps or something in there. Don't want that in there. I would want to make sure it, dissolves into the resin. Oh, get 2 of these little spoonfuls in there. This stuff is super fine. It's a little rolling. Oops, I have to find that. Like little, I guess I should have shaken these before trying to use them, because there's all kind of like hard pieces in there. Get that stirred up. Let's see what it looks like. We're going to put some more in there. See, the pieces are not dissolving. It's like right there. I had bought these off Amazon, so I wonder how long they sat. Hold it to light, see if I see, some that has not dissolved. All right, that looks better. Let's let that sit there for a minute. So I'm not going to put this through the debubbler because this is more or less just a test to see how the mold works. So I'll just let it sit here for a minute or so and degas naturally. Bond Crafter's really good at doing that on its own. I'll probably put this on a heat mat in about an hour or thereabouts. But I won't do that immediately. Yeah, I think I paid like $2 or $3 for this little thing. It was on sale. There's no way I would have paid $8 for it. just saying. But, you know, it was on sale, so I was like, you know what? I wonder if I can make a mold out of that. And so that's what we tried. And as you can see, it is styrofoam on the, you know, made out of styrofoam. I put a bottom on it, and then when I made the mold, I put some hot glue to keep it held down, and it worked pretty well. There was a few areas that was iffy, but we shall see. And like I said, this is very pliable. It's very squishy. But we'll see how it works. I hope you've had a chance to watch the video that was posted earlier today. I'm not going to tell you what I did, but I was 3/4 of the way successful on something that was really exciting for me. And if you watch the video, you'll see. It's kind of like a kitty in a candy store kind of thing, but I was very pleased. All right, let me check this out. See if I see any pieces that's dropped. A little gritty at the bottom, but it has degassed itself really well. Sure, there's micro bubbles in there. Oh yeah, there's all kinds in there, but I'm more concerned about these pieces that did not dissolve. Has anyone else had a problem with Let's Resins glow-in-the-dark powders having chunks in them? Comment in below if you have. Now, if this was going out to somebody, you know, somebody had ordered this, I would definitely work in this a little bit longer. Put it through the bubble, a debubbler, to make sure, and then double check it for undissolved powder. But let's go. Let's pray that this is enough resin. I'm just going to pour it high and slow. Of course, since it is a hand cut mold, we will not pour it all the way to the top. All right, let's see how much that took. So it took right about 4.5 ounces. So I have 1.5 ounces left. What do we do with that? What do we do with that? All right, we're going to move this over here. Let me see if I can find us a little mold that would be appropriate. We'll use a snail. I don't think it's going to be quite enough to fill it, but worst case scenario is we make some more and add to it. Got me a new spray bottle. I hope they work. It's a constant spray, instead of having to fight with my other one to get it going. So, well, dump out that excess. I think I've only poured the snail once or twice, but this may be just enough to fill him up. Be cool to have a little glow-in-the-dark snail. I'm going to stop right there so I can squeeze his antennae. Yep, there's a bubble in there. Let's get him out. Okay. Looks like we'll have enough to do a couple butterflies, because he is domed. Or she. Why do we always say he? I don't know. Alright, so we'll let that sit there. Let me find my little butterflies. There we go. And if we have any left, maybe we'll do the turtles. Everybody loves the turtles. So these are the butterfly molds. Everybody's using them. They are super, super, super cute. And they take like a drop. Thought I cleaned these really well, but apparently I missed some stuff. So let's get that out. Alright, and get a smaller stick. These little butterflies, to be so tiny, are really easy to make. I mean, you just put that drop in there, and that mold just sucks them right down. The only time that I had a problem with them, and I won't do it again, is I had some leftover resin that had glue in it. OMG, that was so annoying to get that in there, because it, you know, since it had the glue in there, it was pretty gloppy, did not want to go in. But I learned not to do that again. So these will be our first glow-in-the-dark butterflies. That'll be pretty cool. Yeah, we'll have enough to do a couple turtles, my friends. Alright, let's just, that one needs a little more. I'm just going back over some of these that are not quite filled all the way. And as you can see, these, it just sucked that resin right on down into it, which is awesome. Okay, let's go get those out of the way. And we'll get these little turtles. Not sure I've made any glow-in-the-dark turtles either. Like I said, because this is my first time using these glow-in-the-dark pigment powders from Let's Resin. Now, I potentially could have made some with UV resin, but I don't really recall, so... Okay. Still have just a little bit more. Let's see what else I have. Got some of these little hearts over here. We can do those. Might be able to get one filled. See if we have enough to do the pendant and the earring. That would be awesome. And we have just enough. That's wonderful. Couldn't do that again, I bet you. All right. That is perfect. Perfect. So I have a bunch of extras and my mold I made. there we go. So I will let these cure and bring you back when it's time to demold. And I hope that if you haven't had an opportunity to watch my other video that was posted today, which is Wednesday, please go check it out. Let me know if you like it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all those good things. And I will see you back at the demold time. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back. It's time for our demold. We will start with the littles first. Little extras. These are the butterflies. These were done in the leftover glow in the dark. Now I know they glowed because when I turned off my lights when I left my craft room yesterday, when I turned around I could see everything glowing. So I'll show you these in just a second. They are all going to be the same. Oops, we had one fly away. Let me see if I can find it. Nope, he really did fly away. So these are them. Don't know if we'll be able to, maybe once we finish we can do everything and show them all glowy. That was one, came out nice and clean, just the way I like it. And these are all the same too. Yep, another one tried to fly away. Right. We'll put those in there and then we'll set them aside, so when I do my final pictures I'll make sure that I take pictures of them glowing. So we'll set those there and set our little molds over here. Okay. Next we will take out our little turtles. And again, these are leftover glow in the dark. I thought that'd be cute. A little different. Oops. There's that one. And again, I'll show all of these glowing in my final pictures. Because it's kind of, in the room that I'm at, there's like 3 windows. And it'd be really hard to get them showing as they are glowing here during the daylight. So when it becomes dark, I will light them up for you. And then we have made a glow-in-the-dark heart pendant and the little matching earrings. So we'll, oops, see all those. And then we got one more extra before we're on to the big one. And that, sorry, is our little snail. Oh yeah, these glow really pretty. I tucked it underneath my desk there for a second. And our little snail is also glow in the dark. I think I've only made the snail once. And when I demolded him, I did it too soon And it broke off his little antennaes. So hopefully, since I've let this sit and totally cool, that I don't have that happen again. See if I can get a little bit of alcohol in there. Help me get him out. Ooh, you realize I had a cut there on my finger, on my hand, and that alcohol stings. All right. See if we can get this little thing out. Oh yeah, that's much easier. Much easier. Yay, he kept his little antennae. There he is. Isn't he cute? Little bit of trimming down there, but nothing too bad. And yes, he does. And I'll probably paint him up with the marker. And we'll see him in the final videos. But that is our little snail. What do you think? Isn't he cute? We'll set him here. Put him back in the bag. And again, this glow in the dark was made with the yellow green from the resin pigment powder. All right, on to my mold. Let's see if I can get it out. It's the bottom. Now the reason I chose this particular silicone is because it's very flexible, and I'm hoping that once I get the suction broke free, I can just roll it down. But you can see how bendy that is. Woo! Having to put it here against me to kind of do this. So hopefully you can see. Oops, I think he's going to come free. And this is also glow in the dark, so there he went. I won't even have to roll it. Okay. Not as shiny as I was hoping, but I can shine him up with some UV resin. Got some trimming on the bottom, as I knew I would, since this was a mold that I made. It's pretty heavy too. I thought it would have been just a little bit shinier, but you know, again, I'm happy that it worked. You see his little top of his head, and we'll put him some eyes and things on. Trim him up. These out of our way. I'm not seeing any bubbles, but I am seeing some rogue glitter. Which I don't guess it fell in there. I don't know, because like I said, that's the first time I've used that mold, or because I just made it. So let's see if we can trim him up a little bit, just kind of down here. What if I, instead of painting eyes on it, I do some giggly eyes or whatever? I'm not sure what you call them, Google eyes, or what do you call those things? I've got 2 packs of them sitting right here in front of me, but few more little spaces. And I'll take a nail file and smooth these out. Once I'm completely done. Okay. All right. So there's our little ghosty. This was what I made the mold with. Was this little, pretty cheap, you know, little ghosty thing made from foam. And I just took the little stick out from the bottom, covered the bottom, and poured the mold, which I'm kind of pleased with the mold. I do need to go in there and clean it up a little bit more. I can see some silicone edges, which you can also see in here, but I'm hopeful that once I shine him up and put him some eyes on there, that he will be good to go. Let me see. Oh, and he is beautiful, beautiful glowing. I can't wait to get y'all pictures. So what I will do is I will pause you. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to pause you. I'm going to fast forward you for me getting that shined up, and maybe finish off our little snail so that I can show them with final pictures. So again, I'll fast forward you and we'll go from there. Hang on. Hey guys, so I was working on some of the extras that we had did, and I got a pendant set and earrings done with the glow-in-the-dark hearts. I've got the snail done. I got the little ghosty done, and then I was looking at these little turtles. Now typically, sorry, I've got a hair there in my face. Typically, I will do the earrings either as a post or, you know, a little bit of, yeah, kind of like a post earring, using, you know, the regular, you know, eyes or in the backings, and then the appropriate posts. I've got several, but with these little turtles, I wanted to try something I've never done before with them. And I want to try it with two of them, see if we can make a pair of earrings that are a little different. So, a while back, I purchased these, I guess, these little frames. There's a hair, sorry. There are, you know, there's gold. They're different shapes, and then there's silver, and they're all different shapes. So the ones I wanted to play with are these, the round ones. And the little turtle fits almost perfectly in there, as you can see. So what I'm thinking is, would it be cuter to do it this way, or just have them upside, you know, right side up, kind of like that. And so what I'm thinking is to take my little drill, nothing fancy, it's just a little drill I got off Amazon. It comes with different bits, and it's 1 speed, but I think I paid like $10 for it, but it works so well. So I thought what I would do is drill into the head, top of the head, take some little eye hooks, these, and a jump ring, these, of appropriate size, and then these earrings, attachments. So that's my thought. Like I said, I've never done this before. Why does that look a little different? But, you know, put these frames to use other than, you know, putting them in, say, like a UV cabochon mold, you know, to frame, that kind of thing. Oops. I thought this could work. Because these already have the little holes in them. And they're lightweight. They open like this, which I like earrings like this, so I thought maybe other people would. And being that these turtles are glow in the dark, I'll show you here, which again, they'll be in my final pictures, but I'll show you real quick, just a real quick lighting of the turtle. And that's just, as you can see, that's in the regular light, because again, I have several windows in my room. Oopsie daisy. You can kind of see the difference, you know, when they glow, they don't glow. See if I can hold on to it this time, because I wanted to do something different, you know. So yeah, so there they are, the difference. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to probably put you on a fast forward, because this, I don't know how long it's going to take, but these are our pieces, and I'm thinking I'm going to use not an overly sized jump ring, but I think I'm going to use maybe this size. And see what we can get going, because I think that would be kind of cool. But anyway, so I wanted to bring you back just to let you know that that's what we're working on. and to work on some of these extras, because I know I don't do a lot of the extras as far as finishing them on the videos. And if you like that, let me know. I'll try to do more of it. But anyway, so I'm going to put you on a fast forward and see what we can get done. Say a prayer. you.